Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's another Cboogieproductions. Y'all know the rest. Hey, I want to salute y'all for subscribing to my channel. And I also want to thank y'all for liking my videos. And shout out to the Dime Game Division. Alright, let's rock and roll, man. A key area that a lot of guys go wrong in when dealing with women is a lot of dudes end up playing a victim when they around females, you know. And women, they get turned off by that shit, man. Just like I told y'all before, women are attracted to strength in a man. You know, they love masculine men, period, right? So once you play victim, they automatically gonna throw you in a different category, you know, on the spot. Let me give y'all an example of playing victim. Let's say you out on a date with a woman. You dig? Y'all chilling, just having small talk, back and forth, getting to know one another. You know how that go. Let's say everything you tell this female is somebody else's fault. You know, your whole life. You know, people fucked you over. They did you grimy. You know, you was overlooked. You know, all your exes left you out to dry. You know, your last girlfriend cheated on you. You know, but when you're telling this to this woman, you're not taking any kind of accountability in the situation. You know, you're not telling her what role you played in it. You're not telling her what lessons you learned from it. Then this could be a major turnoff, man. You know, let's say you talking about your ex-girlfriend. Let's say she did cheat on you. You know, if you sitting there like, woe is me, you know, I went through her phone and I seen some dick pics, you know, I followed her to the guy house and, you know, I seen them together holding hands and, you know, it just tore me apart. You know, it took me years to get my balance back. You know, you gonna bore this woman to sleep. You know, how you handle that is, you know, you stand on it. Like, hey, you know, me and my ex, shit just didn't work out. You know, I caught her doing some foul things, you know, but just made me stronger. You know, took me a little while to get over it, you know, because I cared about her, but life goes on. But hey, I ain't tripping on that. I'm worried about you right now. You know, I like your face. I like your smile right now. You dig? I'm present in the moment. You know, that's a more masculine approach to it. You dig? That's coming from a place of strength. You know, but a lot of guys play this victim role, man. And like I say, man, you'll never get over the hump like that with a woman, especially a female that you like. You dig? A lot of guys are scared of women, you know, and that can't be denied. A lot of guys are very intimidated by female sexuality. You know, it is what it is. You know, and I've noticed that along the way. You know what I'm saying? So a guy that's intimidated and scared of women, automatically, he's not going to go into the situation with any backbone, you know, with any power or strength behind anything he says, you know, because ultimately he's trying to avoid the inevitable, you know, and that's sex with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are like this, man, you know, whether you know it or not, because they are very intimidated by that female. Now, they want to keep her around, you know, because she make them feel good, especially if she's pretty. You know, he can go out with a pretty young woman on his arm and stunt, you know, show off with the people and shit. But truth be told, man, if you scared of this female and intimidated by her, you're never going to have the high ground with her. Gotta understand, you're never going to have that high ground, man. She always going to have it. And a female can sense the fear on a man every time. You know, it's like a dog. Like a dog knows when somebody's scared of them. Same thing with women. They can sense the fear on the man, you know, and that instantly get the pussy dry on the woman. You know, she's not going to be sexually turned on, or, you know, and she's really going to emotionally check out of that situation. You know, women need a man that's a rock. You know, you the anchor. You don't change. You the truth. You know, that's a man's role. You got to be strong where she's weak at. You dig? So always remember that, man. A lot of guys go into these situations just really with the wrong mind frame. You know what I'm saying? And this can't be faked either, you know, because there's a difference between real strength and just having a bravado. You know what I mean? Even that fake masculine bravado that a lot of dudes wear, you know, an exceptional woman can spot that out a mile away too. Got to be authentic. You know, hence why I always tell guys, constantly work on yourself, man. You know, that way, when you're working on yourself, man, anything you do comes off authentic because it's really you. You know, for real. You know, and that just takes time. You know, nothing is overnight. You dig? So I always remember that, fellas. With women, you're gonna have to assert yourself too. You know what I'm saying? We all heard of the shit test or whatever from a woman. They gonna do it. They gonna test your strength, man. You know, they gonna test your masculinity. You dig? Some shit tests are worse than others. You know, and they can actually throw a man off balance. You know, and that's fine, man. That happens to everybody. You know, but you got to be quick on your feet, man. And then all you're going to do is reassert yourself back into the situation. You dig? You know, do it very quickly. You know, do it with little to no effort, man. You know, that's what it's all about, man. Never being rattled. You know, that's why staying in your lane is very important as well. If you clearly dealing with a woman outside your lane, let's say her beauty frightens you, you know, her sexuality frightens you, even her career intimidates you, you're never going to get the high ground with that woman, man. You know, for real. Don't even play yourself in that situation. You know, all you're doing is wasting your time. You know, she might give you a test run or whatever. You dig? But she's not going to take you serious for the long haul. Trust and believe, man. Trust and believe, man. Quick story, man. You know, man, I got this woman that I'm talking to right now. You know, and we kick it how we kick it, man. You know, I do my thing when I'm with her. You know, but I could be kicking it with her. She constantly getting cash apps from this one dude. Big facts, man. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there, you know, eating my plate of food that she made. You know, I got my flip-flops on and shit, on my Crocs. You know, just lamping when I come through. You know, she rubbing my shoulders, all that shit. You know, but she got another dude sending her cash apps. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head, man. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But some guys actually play that role. You know. And they volunteer for that role. You know, it's not a dog. All women ain't out here asking guys for money, asking guys for gifts, you know, and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes volunteer that shit. You think a female gonna turn it down? Would you turn it down? For real? Hell no. The answer is no. So, on this concrete, man, I try to give it to niggas straight up, man. A lot of women ain't asking guys for money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some do. But not in every scenario, man. A lot of dudes volunteer that shit, man. Sit there, talk to a woman, hey, what you need? You know what I'm saying? You straight? Woo, woo, woo. And it would be nothing wrong with that if you're sleeping with the woman. It wouldn't be nothing wrong with that if you have a relationship with the woman. You're making sure she tighten up. But it was a female you only knew for a few months. And the first thing you do was go in your wallet. Man, you wrong for that. Man, you wrong for that. You already done put yourself in that situation where, you know, she's looking at you as a monetary resource. You dig? You ain't even take the time to leave an imprint on this woman. You know what I mean? So she can really get to know your personality, get to know what you about. You know, you understand what she about. You know, y'all actually went through that process of being vulnerable with one another. You dig? Before you start doing all that type of shit. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys do. Back to the video, back to the topic. A lot of guys are scared of women, period. I mean, can't be denied. You know, I see it all the time. You know, and some guys aren't. You know, some guys can rise to the occasion because they've been in that situation over and over again. That's why it's important to talk to as many women as you can. That way you have a reference point in your mind and you won't get rattled. You dig? You can't just jump in the deep end of the pool and shit. Hell nah. Hell no. Take your ass down there in 3 feet with the floaties, man. For real. You got to start somewhere. Then you work your way up. You know what I mean? Because trust and believe, man, a lot of these women, they jumped off the porch early, man. If we're going to have some adult conversations, man, females 15, 16, 17 years old, they been getting grown men trying to fuck them, trying to holler at them. They be getting offered gifts since that age, man. Big facts, man. Talk to them. All you gotta do is talk to the women and they'll tell you. You know what I mean? So a lot of women, they got game too. They got knowledge too, especially when it comes to that kind of shit. And if they dealing with a guy that's a novice, a guy that's in the beginning phase of his journey, nah, man, that's too much for you. She'll smother you with that shit, man. You know what I mean? She'll smother you with the fucking game she got. Then you'll be back online crying about that shit later. Stay in your lane with this shit. You know what I mean? Stay in your lane. Till you get that spirit of fear up off you. Slowly but surely you start shedding them layers. You dig? You get into a comfortable groove with it. Where it's really on autopilot. You can turn it on and off as you please. I'm talking about your masculine energy. I'm talking about your presence. You dig? Talking about your aura. All that, man. To your dime game calibrated, man. It's just going to take time. That's it. Nothing's going to happen overnight. And I think that's what a lot of guys want. So let me close with this, man. Keep it simple for y'all, man. Don't be scared of women, man. You know what I mean? Still a female. Once you understand them, once you realize they just need to feel a man. Women feel the world. I say it a million times. She needs to feel a man. Gotta be alive. Gotta be present. You dig? Gotta be mindful. Gotta learn how body language. Gotta learn how to really check the temperature of a woman. All of that takes time. All of that takes time. You dig? It takes time, repetition, over and over and over again. Then you wake up and you do it again. Big facts. I ain't telling you nothing but big facts. So, shout out to the Dime Game Division. Peace.